Sinatra hasn't invited me.
Oh, I don't mean to visit Mr. Sinatra. I mean to visit me.
Well, I wasn't aware you'd settled down in Hollywood yet, Judy.
Oh, I haven't yet. But I was just thinking. I wonder what it'd be like to be married to a song plugger.
Oh, well, you're not likely to find out. Now, run along to bed.
If I lived in Hollywood, maybe I can get in the movies.
When are you going to bed, Judy?
I'm just going to stay up half an hour more, Mother.
All right, dear. Half hour, that's all. Then I'm going upstairs. It'll take a lot more than entire Hollywood to keep me up any longer.
Good night, Mother.
Good night, dear.
I just adore you, Mr. Ryan. Rally, I do, rally. Rally, rally? No. I think you have beautiful eyes, Mr. Ryan. I think I go home with you. No. Definitely no. Come up and see me. 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 Could be. Oh, it's you, Mr. Ryan.
Well, hello.
My goodness, I forgot all about you staying at our house. Why, when you came in just now, you were the last person I expected to see.
Well, now, I thought I'd made more of an impression on you than that.
Oh, you have? Oh, Mr. Ryan, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
I know. You can't think of anybody else but Sinatra.
Well, he is rather attractive, and he does sing well, but...
But the main reason you like him so much is because all the other girls do, too, and you don't want to be different?
No, but... Mr. Ryan, do you think a girl my age is old enough to get engaged?
Engaged? Why, Judy?
I mean, does it make so much difference that a man is a few years older? After all, even if it were 10 years, what difference would it make? When he's 90, she'd be 80, and I don't see what...
Judy, I think I'd better have a little talk with you. This sounds serious.
Oh, it is, Mr. Ryan. It's the most serious thing that ever happened to me.
Sit down, Judy. Now let's talk this thing over.
Oh, I'd love to.
Judy, do you think it's right to fall in love with a married man?
A married man? Oh, Mr. Ryan!
With 2 children?
2 children? Oh, how awful!
Don't you see that the object of your affection is very far from attainment?
Well, a wife and 2 children is kind of an obstacle.
Yes. One that you could hardly overcome.
2 whole children? How dreadful!
It's not dreadful at all. About having 2 children, I mean. But what's really dreadful is that a nice young girl like you, who must have lots of boyfriends her own age...
But, Mr. Ryan, boys my own age are so... Well, they're so young.
Quite true. But that makes you kind of young, too. To tell the truth, Judy, you're the Bobby Sox Brigade.
Bobby Sox?
And if you'll take the advice of an old gent who's been around, you'll stop thinking about older men and concentrate on the fun you can have with boys your own age.
Oh, I couldn't. I'll never get over this. It'll take weeks.
Well, you'll recover. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going up to my room.
Mr. Ryan?
Yes?
Good night.
Judy, isn't it time for you to be in bed?
I think I'll stay up a while yet. I may write a piece of poetry.
It's a very good idea. Get it off your chest, and in the morning you'll feel like a new woman. Well, good night.
Night.
See you tomorrow.
Bobby Sox Brigade. Doesn't he realize I am a woman?
Well, it's only human for Judy to feel the way she does. And, folks, it's only human at times to overindulge, to overeat, oversmoke, or worry. And then, sure as shooting, you may suffer a spell of acid indigestion. So what? There's a drugstore handy, isn't there? And right out there on the counter are stacks and stacks of neat little rolls of Tums. 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for $0.25. As pleasant to take as candy mints. There's nothing to mix, nothing to stir. You just slip 1 or 2 Tums in your mouth, and almost instantly you neutralize the excess acid in your stomach. Gone is the heartburn and that uncomfortable full feeling and other signs of acid indigestion. Another beauty about Tums is that they contain no soda or other water-soluble alkalis. No, sir. Tums act in an entirely different way from most other antacids. They never over-alkalize your stomach or cause an acid rebound or relapse. That's just one of the reasons why millions, night and day, at home or away, always keep Tums handy. Tums for the tummy. T-U-M-S. And now back to A Date with Judy. Well, Judy has acquired quite a crush on the man from Hollywood to whom the Fosters have loaned a room. Judy has tried to declare her love, but the man thought she was talking about Sinatra the whole time. When we pick up the Fosters again, it's the next morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ryan.
Good morning, Mrs. Foster.
Did you sleep well?
Oh, fine. But I had the same darn dream again last night about something crawling over my neck.
Oh, what a strange dream. Mr. Ryan.
Yes?
Well, I think this might amuse you. I don't want you to let Judy know that I showed this to you, but just now I found this piece of paper on the desk. She must have written it last night.
Poetry, huh?
Yes.
Let me see. I've got the Bobby Sox blues. I'm just a girl who's got the Bobby Sox blues. My pulse is pounding and my heart is wild, but people say you're just a child.
Yes. It's rather sad, isn't it?
But can't you see that even at 16, the pangs are mean, the pain is... Why, it's beautiful, Mrs. Foster.
I rather thought so, too. I had no idea that Judy felt this way.
That Sinatra, he certainly gets them, doesn't he?
Sinatra? Why, oh, yes. Yes, I guess he does.
Mrs. Foster, you know what I'd like to do?
I know what.
I'd like to write some music for this.
The music, really?
Sure, I think we'd make a lovely ballad. Why, who knows? I may even get Sinatra to sing it.
Oh, Mr. Ryan, how wonderful. Why, Judy will be thrilled to pieces.
Hello, Lulu. This is Judy. Yes, I know I'm not talking to you, but there's something I want to tell you. Well, guess who's going to sing a song I wrote? Why, none other than Frankie, that's all. No, not Frankie Roosevelt. Frankie Sinatra. Honestly, Lulu. Oh, I'm just so excited. Mr. Ryan, who's staying at our house, has written the music, and he's going to get Frankie to sing it at the Army camp tonight, and I'm going to be there and shake hands with Sinatra, and Mr. Ryan is going to take me out to the camp personally. And, oh, Lulu, isn't it marvelous? Well, that's what I wanted to tell you. Now we can go right back to not talking to each other. Goodbye.
That was a very interesting conversation.
I liked it, Randolph. Da-da-da-da-da-dum.
Here we go again.
Hello? Oh, Oogie, what do you want? I'm terribly sorry, Oogie, but I can't see you tonight. As it happens, I have a date with an older man. I'm driving out to an army camp with Mr. Ryan. He is not an old gazook. He may be 10 years older than I am, but he's still able to drive a car. Oogie, men of your age do not interest. You're really just a child to me. I think you should stop running after girls my age and concentrate on younger women.
Women about 12 or 13.
Oogie, I'm terribly sorry you're jealous. But I can't help it if older men are attracted to me. Now, can I?
Boy, can she dish out the bosh.
Well, so long, Oogie. Bye.
That was my favorite conversation.
Oh, be quiet, Randolph. How do you like my manicure?
Some manicure. Since when do they paint nails all the way up to the wrist?
It's gorgeous. Do you think Mr. Ryan will notice it when he shakes hands with me tonight?
No, but he may notice the dirt on your face.
Oh, don't be silly. I'm going to wash it. But first, I'm going to give myself a mud pack.
Well, what do you know? All this time I thought you were giving yourself one right now.
Not even your nasty remarks can bother me today. Oh, Randolph, this is going to be the biggest night in my whole life.
Hello there.
Why, Mr. Ryan, why'd you come home in the middle of the day?
Oh, I came back here to pack.
Pack?
Yes, we're leaving town right away.
Leaving town? Oh, Mr. Ryan, you can't.
Oh, I forgot. Your song. Judy, I feel terrible disappointing you this way, but the camp we're going to play tonight, the boys in the barracks have broken out with measles and we can't go.
Oh, Mr. Ryan.
So we're lighting right out for Hollywood. I'm really awfully sorry we can't do your song tonight, but anyhow, here's the music I wrote for it. You can keep it and do anything you like with it.
Thank you.
Judy, I'm really awfully sorry. It was the nicest song that anybody ever wrote about Sinatra.
Oh, it isn't about Sinatra.
It isn't?
No, it's about you.
Oh, it's... me? Oh, for heaven's sake. Well, excuse me. I've got to hurry if I want to catch that train. I'll have to rush like into the train.
Oh, Randolph, I'm devastated.
Well, anyhow, you won't have to wash your face.
Oh, Randolph, I'm dying. In fact, dying might be a very good idea.
Judy, you frighten me. What are you going to do?
Call up Oogie and tell him I'm not doing anything tonight. Oh, Mother!
Yes, dear?
I have the most soul-shattering news. Guess what?
I give up.
Oogie Oogie and his high school hot licks are going to play at the Jitterbug Jamboree tonight, and he's going to let me sing my song.
Why, how nice of Oogie.
Yes, I'm going to be his girl vocalist, and you're going to announce me, Randolph.
Me? Oh, Judy, I wouldn't be seen dead at a Jitterbug Jamboree.
You will tonight. Oh, Mother, I'm so thrilled. Just wait till people hear me.
Well, it all sounds very exciting, dear.
Oh, it is. Everything's all arranged. Now, if I only knew how to sing.
And now my sister, Miss Judy Foster, will render a song of her own composition and somebody else's music, the Bobby Sox Blues.
I've got the Bobby Sox Blues. I'm just a girl who's got the Bobby Sox Blues. My pulse is pounding and my heart is wild. But people say you're just a child. This love's too much for me to bear. They won't believe me and they couldn't care. They inform me I'm not old enough. They say puppy love stuff. You wouldn't have the faintest idea of the feel of love, what it's made of. But can't they see that even at 16, the pangs are mean, the pain is keen. My song of love is unsung. But they say, baby, you're too young. They only see my socks and flat heel shoes. And that's why I've got the Bobby Sox Blues.
Well, while we're on the subject of the blues, I wonder, did the mailman happen to bring you a spell of acid indigestion this morning? Alas, these days the news causes many a parent, many a wife to worry and fret. And worry is one of the commonest causes of acid indigestion. Here's a good rule to follow. Night and day, at home or away, always have Tums handy. It's simply amazing the way Tums banish heartburn, that uncomfortable full feeling, and other signs of excess stomach acidity. And Tums are as easy and pleasant to take as candy mints. Nothing to mix or stir. You don't even need water. In a movie or streetcar or the office, you can slip one in your mouth unnoticed. Almost instantly, you enjoy dependable relief from that upset acid stomach. At all drugstores, only 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for $1. Now, there are many imitations of Tums, but no substitute for them. So be sure to ask for Tums for the Tummy, T-U-M-S. And folks, I'd like a moment to talk to you about winning this war. Hundreds of thousands of women are needed immediately in war production plants, in essential civilian services, and in the women's branches of the armed forces. They are the only source of labor available to replace the men who are fighting for us. Now, if you are willing to do your part, go to your local U.S. employment office. They'll tell you where you are needed most. In a nation at war, women must work as men must fight. Thank you. A Date with Judy is written by Aline Leslie and stars Louise Erickson and Dix Davis. The music was composed by Paul Sortel and conducted by Konstantin Bakalennikov through the courtesy of RKO Studios. The program was produced and directed by Helen Mack. This is Art Baker inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday at the same time to keep your date with Judy. And remember, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums, T-U-M-S.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.